Have you ever wondered why you get sudden leg cramps in the middle of the night, or why your legs feel weaker as you get older, even though you try to stay active? You're not alone. Many older Americans face the fear of falling or having trouble standing up from a chair every day. One wrong step or a small trip can make you feel like your independence is slipping away. But here's something most doctors don't tell you. It's not just because of aging. The real reason your legs feel weak, shaky, or heavy is because your body is missing important vitamins and minerals. These are the nutrients your muscles and bones desperately need. And the good news is, once you know what they are, you can start to rebuild strength, reduce pain, and feel confident to move freely again. Today, we're going to look at the 7 most important vitamins and minerals that directly affect your leg strength, muscle function, and balance as you age. These nutrients don't just help you avoid cramps or weak knees. They are the key to stronger bones, better circulation, and the energy to live life on your terms. Imagine waking up standing tall and taking your first step without feeling tightness in your calves or wobbling. Think about strolling in the park, dancing at your granddaughter's wedding, or climbing the stairs without needing anyone to hold you up. This is what the right nutrition can do for you. No matter how active you are, your body can't function properly without these vital nutrients. Unfortunately, many older adults in the US are dangerously low in them. When you lack these vitamins and minerals, it can make you feel tired and sore. It weakens your bones, slows down your muscles, and increases your risk of falls, fractures, and long-term disability. But the good news is, it doesn't have to be this way. Starting today, you can take simple steps to give your body the nutrients it needs to keep your legs strong, steady, and pain-free for many years. So if you value your independence, want to keep doing the things you love, and don't want weak legs to hold you back, this video is for you. Before we begin, let me know in the comments how you like to stay active. Do you walk, garden, or maybe dance? I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications. Here at Senior Wisdom, we're dedicated to helping you live a healthier, longer, and stronger life because you deserve it. Let's get started with vitamin D, the foundation of strength, balance, and independence. Have you ever noticed how climbing stairs or getting up from your favorite chair has become harder than before? Maybe your legs feel shaky or your knees hurt more than they used to. Many people think it's just aging. But what if I told you that one of the main reasons for this decline is not aging at all? It's a deficiency in vitamin D, which is silently robbing your legs of their strength. Vitamin D, also known as the sunshine vitamin, is much more than just improving your mood. It's essential for muscle strength, balance, and your ability to stay independent. Without it, your legs can start to weaken without you even noticing. The reason vitamin D is so important is that it helps your muscles contract and respond. Think of it like the spark that makes your muscles work. Without enough vitamin D, your body can't produce the strength or speed you need to react quickly, which is why many seniors feel slow or unsteady on their feet. Studies have shown that seniors with healthy vitamin D levels have stronger muscles, better coordination, and improved balance, which makes them less likely to fall or break a bone. On the other hand, not getting enough vitamin D speeds up muscle loss, weakens your muscles, and makes daily tasks like standing, walking, or climbing stairs feel tiring. It gets worse. Vitamin D deficiency can increase inflammation in your muscles, which might explain why you get leg cramps or feel stiff when you wake up or sit for too long. What people often think is arthritis or just getting older could actually be a sign that your muscles need vitamin D. The dangers don't stop there. Without enough vitamin D, your body can't absorb calcium properly, which can lead to brittle bones. That small stumble could lead to a serious hip fracture, which takes away the independence of many older Americans. And it's not just your legs that suffer. Vitamin D deficiency is also linked to heart disease, memory problems, and a weakened immune system. So ignoring your vitamin D levels not only weakens your legs, but it can also shorten your life and lower your quality of life. The good news is you can fix this. It's easier than you think, and the effects on your strength and mobility can be life-changing. Just 15 to 30 minutes of sunlight on your arms and legs a few times a week can naturally boost your vitamin D levels. Morning or late afternoon is best. It's gentler on your skin, but still effective. But remember, sunscreen, while important, blocks vitamin D production, so balance is key. Foods rich in vitamin D, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, along with fortified dairy, egg yolks, and mushrooms, are excellent sources, but for many of the older adults, food alone just isn't enough. Supplements. Most experts recommend between 8 and 1,000 IU of vitamin D daily for bone and muscle health. Some folks, especially those rarely outdoors, may need more, but always check with your doctor. A simple blood test can tell you exactly where you stand. Friends, don't wait until a fall or a fracture forces you to pay attention. Your legs, your freedom. Depend on this by keeping your vitamin D levels where they should be. You're not just protecting your bones, you're preserving your independence, your confidence, and your ability to keep enjoying the life you love. Let's move on to another powerhouse nutrient that works hand in hand with vitamin D, calcium, and why it's absolutely crucial for keeping your legs strong and your bones unbreakable. Calcium. The secret to strong bones, steady legs, and staying independent. Let me ask you, have you ever heard of someone in their 70s or 80s falling and suddenly their whole life changes? One fractured hip, one broken leg, and what used to be a simple walk around the block turns into months of recovery or worse. Permanent loss of mobility. It is heartbreaking. And yet this happens every single day to older adults across America. Not because of the fall itself, but because their bones weren't strong enough to handle it. The real danger isn't the stumble. It's what's happening inside your body long before that fall ever happens. And that, my friend, comes down to calcium, the mineral that literally holds your body up. As we age, our bones naturally lose density. Unlike younger folks whose bones are constantly rebuilding, seniors experience gradual bone loss every year, often without noticing until it's too late. This silent thinning of the bones is why hip fractures, femur breaks, and stress fractures in the lower legs are some of the most serious and most common injuries in people over 65. And here's what most people don't realize. A minor fall in your younger days, something you'd shake off without a second thought, can later in life become the reason you lose your independence. That's the power of bone strength, or the lack of it. But calcium's job doesn't stop with your bones. It also plays a vital role in every single movement you make. From standing up to climbing stairs to taking that morning walk, calcium triggers muscle charge, working behind the scenes every time your muscles fire. Without enough of it, your muscles may cramp, feel weak, or fail to generate the strength needed to keep you steady. This is exactly why so many older adults experience frequent leg cramps, sluggish movement, and muscle fatigue, even when they're trying to stay active. It's not laziness, it's not just getting old, it's a sign your body's missing the fuel it needs. So how do you get enough calcium to protect your bones? Muscles and mobility. We all know about milk, yogurt, and cheese, classic sources of calcium. And yes, an 8-ounce glass of milk contains about 300 milligrams of calcium. But here's the thing, dairy isn't the only way. Leafy greens like kale and bok choy, almonds, and tofu. Sardines, yes. The little fish with bones packed with calcium-fortified plant-based milks. Check the label for calcium content. The key is variety. Mix it up to ensure your body gets a steady supply, because your bones aren't the only thing relying on it. Your muscles need it too. Now, let's be honest. Even with the best diet, many seniors still fall short. Digestive issues, medications, or simply eating less can make it tough to meet your daily needs. That's where calcium supplements come in, but be careful. The sweet spot for older adults is about 1,000 to 1,100 milligrams of calcium per day, ideally split between food and supplements, but here's the catch. More isn't always better overdoing. Calcium, especially from supplements, can lead to kidney stones, digestive issues, or even calcium building up in your arteries exactly where you don't want it. This is why vitamin D is so important. It helps your body absorb calcium into your bones where it belongs, not into your soft tissues. And here's something no one talks about. Movement matters just as much as intake. You see, even if you're getting enough calcium, it won't magically strengthen your bones if you're not moving. Weight-bearing exercises like walking light, jogging, or resistance training signal your body to use that calcium, rebuilding your bones and keeping them dense without movement. All that calcium just sits there. It's movement that tells your body, hey, we still need strong bones around here. Neglecting calcium doesn't just weaken your skeleton. It robs you of the simple joys playing with your grandkids, gardening, walking your dog. It's about protecting your independence, your confidence, and your ability to live life on your terms. Strong bones, strong legs, steady movement. It all begins with calcium vitamin B12, the hidden key to strong, responsive legs and a sharp nervous system. Now let me share something that might surprise you. Your legs don't just rely on muscles and bones to stay strong. They rely heavily on something. Many people overlook your nerves. doesn't matter how much protein you eat or how many steps you take if your nervous system can't send the right signals to your legs. That's where vitamin B12 comes in, a powerhouse nutrient that keeps your nervous system firing on all cylinders. Without it, your legs simply don't get the message, and that's when the trouble starts. Have you ever felt like your legs were weighed down heavy, almost like you're walking through wet cement? Or maybe you've experienced numbness, tingling, or an odd sense of weakness that seems to come out of nowhere, that, my friend, could be your body screaming for more. Vitamin B12. Here's the scary part. Vitamin B12 deficiency is incredibly common in older adults, and the reason is simple. It's not just about what you eat. It's about what your body can absorb. Unlike other vitamins, B12 requires a healthy stomach to break it down. Your body needs enough stomach acid and a special protein called intrinsic factor to pull B12 from your food. But as we age, stomach acid production drops often thanks to conditions like acid reflux, gastritis, or even years of taking an acids layer. On top of that, a diet that's naturally low in B12, especially for anyone who avoids red meat or shellfish. And the result is a slow, steady depletion of this essential vitamin. You might not notice it at first, but over time the effects build up, and those effects go far beyond tired legs. Left unchecked, a B12 deficiency can cause permanent nerve damage, damaging your balance coordination, and even your ability to walk confidently. Many seniors who feel like they're slowing down or just getting old are actually suffering from an invisible B12 deficiency, something that's 100% preventable. Think about it. How many people do you know who've started to shuffle when they walk or lose their balance for no reason? It might not be age, it might be B12. The good news, restoring your B12 levels can transform your mobility. Studies show that once seniors correct the B12 deficiency, they regain strength, stamina, and most importantly, control over their legs. So where did you get this miracle nutrient? Here's the catch. B12 is found almost exclusively in animal products, lean meats. Fish like salmon and tuna, eggs, dairy, shell, all fish with clams and liver being some of the richest sources. If you follow a plant-based diet or have absorption issues, B12 fortified foods like cereals and plant-based milks can help. But for many seniors, that's not enough. That's where supplements come in. The good news is, vitamin B12 is one of the safest vitamins to supplement. Your body naturally flushes out the excess through urine. Many older adults benefit from high-dose B12 tablets or periodic B12 injections, especially if their bodies struggle to absorb it from food. It's also worth asking your doctor for a simple blood test to check your levels, because once nerve damage sets in, it's tough to reverse, but caught. The difference you feel in your legs, in your balance, your energy can be dramatic. Here's the real takeaway. Strong legs aren't just about muscles. They're about your nervous system working like it should. Fast reactions, steady balance, smooth movements. None of that happens if your nerves are starving for B12. No matter how hard you exercise, if those nerve signals aren't firing, your legs won't respond the way they should. That's why keeping your vitamin B12 levels healthy is one of the smartest and most overlooked ways to protect your mobility, your independence, and your quality of life as you age. Magnesium, the unsung mineral that powers every step you take. Let me paint a familiar picture. You're lying in bed, finally drifting off to sleep, when suddenly your calf seizes up. A sharp, stabbing cramp locks your leg tight. Jolting you awake, you wince, rubs, stretch. Wonder what on earth is happening? Most people think these nighttime leg cramps or restless legs are just part of getting older. But what if I told you the real reason is something your body is quietly running low on, something? Most doctors barely mention that something is magnesium, a mineral working behind the scenes. Every time you take a step, bend your knee or shift your weight, it doesn't get the spotlight like calcium or vitamin D. But make no mistake, without enough magnesium, your muscles can't function properly. Magnesium is the master regulator of muscle movement. It ensures your muscles contract and relax smoothly, keeping them from tensing up at the wrong time without it. Your muscles misfire, leading to spasms, cramps, and that all-too-familiar feeling of heavy, tired legs. One of the clearest signs. Your magnesium levels are low. Restless leg syndrome, RLS, and frequent nighttime cramps. Two issues that rob countless seniors of sleep and comfort. These aren't random. They're your body's way of screaming for help, telling you that it's struggling to regulate muscle relaxation. But magnesium's role doesn't stop at your muscles. It's also critical for your bones and joints. You see, while calcium gets all the attention for bone health, it can't do its job without magnesium's help. Magnesium is what helps shuttle calcium into your bones, not your arteries or joints, where it causes stiffness and pain. That's why studies show higher magnesium intake is linked to stronger bones and fewer fractures in older adults. Without enough magnesium, your bones weaken, your joints stiffen, and your muscles lose their strain, slowly chipping away at your independence. So, why is magnesium deficiency so common? Especially as we age? There are a few big reasons: medications, diuretics, acid reducers, like proton pump inhibitors, and some blood pressure drugs drain your body of magnesium. Chronic stress, yes, even emotional stress depletes your magnesium stores. Poor diet. Many typical American diets are low in magnesium-rich foods. The result? A slow, steady loss of this vital mineral and the creeping fatigue, muscle weakness, and leg cramps that follow. Many seniors find themselves walking shorter distances, climbing stairs more slowly, or feeling wiped out after simple activities, and no one tells them magnesium could be the missing piece. The good news, replenishing your magnesium stores can bring powerful, almost immediate relief. Leafy greens like Spanish and kale, nuts and seeds, especially pumpkin seeds and almonds, whole grains and black beans, avocados, rich, creamy, and magnesium-packed. These foods deliver magnesium naturally, helping restore strength, reduce cramps, and even improve balance and coordination by supporting the nerve signals between your brain and your muscles. But for those struggling to get enough, through diet alone, magnesium supplements can be life-changing, especially the magnesium citrate or magnesium glycinate, which your body absorbs more easily. Many seniors who once felt stiff, sluggish, and drained of energy report that after restoring their magnesium levels, their legs feel lighter, stronger, and more responsive. Those midnight cramps gone, that heaviness in the legs lifted, even. Sleep improves because magnesium calms the body, relaxes the muscles, and helps you rest deeply. Here's what you need to remember. Magnesium is not optional. It's the mineral that keeps you moving steady and pain-free. Skipping it is like trying to run a car on fumes. Sooner or later, you break down. So give your legs and your body what it needs. You might be surprised just how quickly you start feeling like yourself again. Potassium, the muscle protector that keeps you steady on your feet. Have you ever stepped out of bed in the morning only to be hit with a sharp, sudden cramp in your calf that nearly knocks you off your feet? If you're nodding, you're not alone. For many older adults, those painful leg cramps have become a frustrating, almost daily reality. But here's what most people don't realize. These cramps aren't random. They're often your body's way of signaling a deeper problem. Low potassium levels. Potassium is one of the most important, yet most overlooked minerals when it comes to muscle function and leg strength. It works behind the scenes, balancing fluids inside and outside your muscle cells, and keeping your muscles firing smoothly when your potassium levels drop. And they often do as we age. Muscles lose that balance. They start to contract involuntarily, causing those sudden painful cramps, especially in your legs. And for older adults who may already struggle with reduced circulation or muscle mass, these cramps aren't just annoying. They can be debilitating. But muscle cramps are just the beginning. Have you ever noticed your legs start to tremble after standing for a while? Or felt stiff, almost like your legs are dragging with every step? That shaky, unstable feeling is another classic sign that your body is low on potassium. Why? Because potassium plays a critical role in sending signals between your brain, your nerves, and your muscles. It's what allows your legs to respond. When your brain says step forward or hold steady, and without enough potassium, those signals get delayed or disrupted, leading to shakiness, muscle weakness, and even trouble lifting your feet properly. And here's the harsh truth. That delayed reaction is exactly what puts seniors at a higher risk of falling. And as we all know, one serious fall can change everything, but potassium's job doesn't stop with muscles. It's also vital for your bones. Potassium helps neutralize acids in your body that, if left unchecked, can slowly break down bone density over time. Studies show that a potassium-rich diet helps protect against osteoporosis and keeps your leg bones strong enough to support you as you age. So in many ways, potassium is the glue that holds it all together. Your muscles, your nerves, and your bones working in perfect harmony. The good news, getting more potassium is easier and tastier than you might think. Most people think of bananas first, and yes, they're a great source, but they're just the tip of the iceberg. Sweet potatoes, avocados, spinach, beans, oranges, and even a simple baked potato with the skin pack. An incredible potassium punch. In fact, did you know that a medium baked potato with the skin has more potassium than a banana? And it's not just about hitting a number, it's about fueling your body every single day, so your legs stay strong, steady, and responsive. So how much potassium do you really need? According to the USDA, the recommended daily intake is around 20,600 milligrams for women and 3,400 milligrams for men. And honestly, if you're eating a well-balanced diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, and legumes, it's very possible to hit those numbers naturally. But, and this is important, some medical conditions like kidney disease or high blood pressure can make managing potassium tricky. If that's, you talk with your doctor before making any big changes or adding supplements, because while potassium is powerful too much, especially if your kidneys can't handle it, can cause its own problems. Balance, as always, is the key. The bottom line, potassium isn't just about avoiding leg cramps, it's about keeping your legs strong, your muscles responsive, and your bones protected. It's about preventing those wobbly moments that steal your confidence and put your independence at risk. So the next time you feel that cramp or that shake in your legs, think potassium and start adding those potassium-rich foods to your plate, your legs, and your future self will. Thank you. Vitamin K, the unsung hero that protects your bones, joints, and every step you take. When most folks think about keeping their bones strong, two things come to mind: calcium and vitamin D. And yes, they're essential. But what if I told you there's another vitamin that quietly makes all the difference? A vitamin that ensures calcium actually gets into your bones and not stuck in your arteries, your joints, or the wrong places in your body. That vitamin is vitamin K, and without it, all that calcium and vitamin D you're taking may never reach where it truly matters. You see, vitamin K works like a traffic controller in your body. It tells calcium go to the bones, not the arteries. Without enough vitamin K, calcium can drift off course, hardening in your blood vessels, clogging arteries, and even causing stiffness in your joints. This is why some seniors feel more pain, less flexibility, and worsening circulation despite taking calcium supplements religiously. For older adults, this becomes even more critical. Studies show that seniors with higher vitamin K levels have stronger bones, fewer fractures, and better joint health than those with low levels. That's because vitamin K activates a special protein called osteocalcin, which binds calcium directly to your bone structure, making your bones denser, sturdier, and far less likely to break. But here's something most people overlook. Vitamin K doesn't just protect your bones. It's also a powerful ally for your joints and muscles. It helps reduce inflammation in your joints, slowing down the wear and tear that leads to osteoarthritis, a common reason many older adults struggle with knee pain, hip stiffness, and difficulty moving after sitting too long. Ever notice your knees aching as you get up, or feeling stiff when you first start walking? It's not always just age. It might be your body begging for more vitamin K. Even more impressive, emerging research suggests that vitamin K helps improve muscle coordination and strength, especially as we age, by helping regulate calcium levels inside your muscle cells. Vitamin K keeps those muscles firing properly, supporting your balance and reducing your risk of falls. So where can you get this powerful nutrient? The richest sources of vitamin K1, the plant-based form, are easy to find in your local grocery store. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard, collard greens, Brussels sprouts. Adding just one serving of leafy greens a day can make a real difference. Throw some spinach in your eggs. Add kale to your smoothie. Or enjoy a fresh salad with the dinner. But there's another form, vitamin K2, that deserves attention. K2 is found in fermented foods like natto, fermented soybeans, a Japanese superfood aged cheeses, egg yolks. Liver. What makes K2 special? It stays active longer in your body and does an even better job directing calcium exactly where it belongs, deep into your bones and away from your arteries. Should you consider a supplement for some, especially those with digestive issues or folks on long-term antibiotics? Getting enough vitamin K from food might be tough. A supplement can help, but caution is crucial if you're on blood thinners like warfarin. Since vitamin K plays a role in blood clotting, any changes to your intake must be discussed with your doctor. Here's the takeaway. Strong, steady legs aren't just about muscles. They start with bones that can carry you, joints that bend and flex easily, and muscles that respond when you need them most. Vitamin K is the hidden key that unlocks it all, protecting your bones, preserving your mobility, and helping you avoid the falls and fractures that change lives in an instant. So don't overlook this quiet hero. Add those leafy greens, enjoy that piece of cheese, and give your body the vitamin K. It needs to keep you moving with confidence for years to come. Vitamin B6, the unsung vitamin, powering your muscles, nerves, and endurance. Now, here's a question. Have you ever felt unusually tired after something simple like walking across the yard or climbing a few steps? Maybe your legs feel heavy or you're left, catching your breath, wondering why something so small drains your energy. Most folks blame it on aging, but what if the real reason is something far simpler and completely fixable? Let me introduce you to a powerful yet overlooked vitamin, vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine. It quietly works behind the scenes, playing a massive role in keeping your muscles strong, your nerves sharp, and your energy levels steady. While many of us focus on calcium protein or even vitamin D for muscle health, vitamin B6 is just as critical, especially as we age. Without it, your body struggles to repair muscle tissue, use protein effectively, and keep your nerve signals firing properly. Over time, even the strongest muscles weaken in simple tasks like getting up from your favorite chair or walking upstairs feel harder than they should. One of the most surprising and frustrating effects of low vitamin B6 is how it impacts your nervous system. You see, B6 is essential for nerve signaling and coordination. Without it, those signals from your brain to your muscles slow down or misfire, leading to numbness, tingling, or that off-balance feeling. So many seniors describe, it's easy to mistake this for muscle loss or arthritis. But in reality, your body might just be starving for more B6, but that's not all. Vitamin B6 also helps regulate inflammation, the silent culprit behind muscle stiffness, joint pain, and fatigue. If you've been battling persistent soreness or finding that it takes longer and longer to recover from even light activity, boosting your B6 levels could be the game changer you've been waiting for. And here's where B6 truly shines. It plays a vital role in producing red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your muscles. Without enough oxygen, your muscles tire quickly. That heavy-legged feeling after short walks, that could be your muscles gasping for air because you're low on B6, not because you're just getting old. Well, so where can you find this essential vitamin? Luckily, vitamin B6 is abundant in many delicious everyday foods. Poultry like chicken and turkey, fatty fish such as salmon and tuna, bananas, potatoes and sweet potatoes, chickpeas, fortified cereals. Incorporating these foods into your daily meals helps naturally replenish your B6 levels, supporting everything from nerve health to muscle repair to sustained energy. For some, especially those with digestive issues or poor nutrient absorption, food alone might not be enough. That's when B6 supplements can be helpful. But with a word of caution, how much vitamin B6 do you really need for older adults? The recommended daily intake is about 1.5 milligrams for women and 1.7 milligrams for men. And while it's generally safe to get B6 from food, high-dose supplements should only be used carefully and under medical supervision. Taking too much B6 over long periods can actually cause nerve damage, the very problem you are trying to avoid. The smartest strategy, focus on a balanced diet rich in B6 packed foods. And check in with your doctor if you suspect a deficiency, because here's the truth, muscle strength isn't just about working out. It's about making sure your nerves are firing, your muscles are fueled, and your body has what it needs to perform. Vitamin B6 is the glue that holds all of that together. When your B6 levels are where they should be, you'll feel the difference. Lighter legs, better balance, and the stamina to keep doing the things you love. And that, my friend, is what living well in your golden years is all about. Final thoughts, because staying strong means staying free. I want you to pause for a moment and imagine the life you've built, the places you love, the people who count on you, the simple joys of walking through your garden, dancing at your grandchild's wedding, or just sitting on your porch watching the sunset. What if I told you that the strength to keep living those moments fully and freely starts with something as simple as caring for your body from the inside out? Because here's the truth most people don't talk about. It's not weakness or age that takes away our independence. It's neglecting the small things that slowly chip away at our strength until one day we realize we're too tired, too unsteady, too afraid to keep doing what we love. But it doesn't have to be that way. The 7 vitamins and minerals we've talked about today, they're not just nutrients, they're your allies. They're the silent support system. Your muscles, your bones, and your heart have been waiting for. Every step you take, every moment you stand tall, every deep breath you draw, it all starts with giving your body the fuel it deserves. Not for vanity, not for anyone else, but for you, for the life you've worked so hard to build, and for the freedom to keep living it your way. So if this video made you stop and think about your own health, your own strength, that's a good thing. That means you're ready to take back control. And if you're ready to keep learning, to keep growing, you're exactly where you belong. Here on Senior Wisdom, we're building a community that believes getting older doesn't mean slowing down. It means getting stronger in all the ways that matter. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone you care about. And if you'd like to keep walking this journey with us, go ahead and hit subscribe. Not because you have to, but because you deserve to. Stay informed, stay healthy, and stay strong every single day. Because in the end, it's not just about how long we live, it's about how well we live. Stay safe, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.